Hi, I'm Shonnay Smith. We live on a grain property west of Gingin, 900 acres that we farm here. We mainly do the corn and other grains to sell out into feedlots, and I have horses as well, Shonbar quarter horse and paint stud, which I've had running for about 30 years. So I've had a lot of experience with the horses. I grew up on a cattle station up in the Gulf country. Love my horses, I've always had them. Been riding since I was about 5-year-old, so they've always been in my life. Being out in the cattle station at times, that was a challenge. Distance, we had to deal with a lot of the injuries ourselves and just talk over the phone with the vet to get instructions on what to do. We'd use honey and bandages, quite labour intensive and took a lot of time. Plus it was messy. You'd put honey on a pad, then you'd have to hold that against the horse's leg while you wrapped it with the bandage. And of course if you dropped it, it'd get covered in dirt, so you'd have to start all over again. And the horses got a bit shy with knowing that that pressure was coming onto a wound, and you'd have to hold it quite tight and get the bandage on there. So it's very labour intensive and messy. So I have an unhandled horse at the moment that is injured, and bandaging it was going to be quite an effort and a hard job because she is so nervous and not used to human contact. And my local vet Cross, came out and Andrew suggested that we try Tri-Solfen.
I've recently started to prescribe Tri-Solfen for horse wounds. The wounds that I've selected to use Tri-Solfen on are those in areas that are difficult to bandage or on horses that are fractious and aren't really amenable to bandaging. One case that I've tried Tri-Solfen on is a little quarter horse mare called Rose. She wasn't well handled, a little bit dangerous to deal with, and had a nasty wound on her front leg. Under sedation, I debrided the wound 25 days ago and knew that we needed additional care. We decided that we would try Tri-Solfen once a day to treat this wound. And looking at the wound today, it's almost healed. So in 25 days, we've had quite a large wound, contract down nicely with minimal scarring, with no swelling and no signs of any infection.
Rose reacted really well to it. For an unhandled horse, she took it really well. Quick spray, and now she's used to it. She just doesn't mind at all. You can just bend down and just squirt it on, so you don't have to get close or touch the horse. It does a great job, covers the wound. It froths up a little bit, so you can see it's actually cleaning the wound to start with and then sealing it off. And within a couple of days, you notice the edge of the wound had all gone pink, where you could see new skin growing, which was really quick in my opinion. I was excited to see that come about so quickly. Usually that takes at least a week or two before you see that pink new skin growing, and with Tri-Solfen it was only a couple of days and you could see that new skin growing in, and it keeps the wound so clean. That's what I couldn't get over, is there was just no debris stuck to the wound. It looked like it had been washed even before it had. So it was just simple. You didn't have to go around hosing their legs down for hours trying to get all the grass and stuff out of them. It was clean to start with, just straight back in, lean down, give it a couple of squirts, it'd froth up again, seal the wound off, and it was good to go. There was no blood, there was no oozing, which you commonly get with bandaging. You get a lot of wetness and moistness, which is not good for the injury because it keeps it so wet, and you're always changing those bandages to keep it dry. Tri-Solfen just dried it out. There was no leakage, there was nothing running down her legs, so I kept it nice and clean. And you get results really fast, which was the main thing that impressed me. It wasn't months of bandaging and going backwards and forwards to the vet, costing you money, getting proud flesh cut off. It was just spray it on once a day and it's done. So I'll definitely be going back and using it again.